Out a little faster. There you go. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and checking it all out. Our next guest is a producer who started his career right in New York City and joins us to share his story, history. Tell us about it.
It's a pleasure to be here.
First of all, you're James Adams.
James Adams.
And you started your film career in New York City.
How
did it all happen?
My name is James Adams. I started my film career upon my release from the Rikers Island Correctional Facility. And I was introduced.
Wait, part of your release?
Yeah, upon my release from Rikers Island Correctional Facility.
You mean you retired or you got out of jail?
Got out of jail.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So I was introduced to Mara Prater as a program director over at Brooklyn Workforce Innovations. Its affiliations with the Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment.
Yeah.
And me and her discussed training for a production assistant training program, which is called Made in New York. And it was a 4-week intense program to prepare you to a career at television and film industry.
He said, I don't want to be in trouble anymore. I don't want this life.
Exactly.
I want this life.
Yeah, and I have two kids to raise. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
so what happened from there? What did you do?
Well, did the 4-week training program, and then I went into intern in independent films with John Leguizamo over at, it was a film called Fugly. And yeah, just to get hands-on experience on what's the television and film industry is about.
Yeah, yeah. He's a cool guy, too.
Yeah, he's funny, very funny. So, and we filmed him in Harlem where I was born and raised, so it was a good experience.
So how did this impact you? What happened after that? It just caught the bug and it just took you?
Yeah, it took over because, you know, what I was doing in the past was not lucrative, so it was good to be in a new environment and take everything as like a sponge, take all the experience that I can, see what lane I want to go to because there's so many departments. Yeah. Once I got the entry-level position and started interning with those independent films, I knew exactly where I wanted to go. And discussing with the training program at Brooklyn Workforce Innovations, they told me what do I aspire to be? And I said a producer, so they said you should go the lane of the locations department because they deal with the producers. Right. So that's what I did.
So James, how does it feel to be on this side of the camera?
Oh,
you're always behind the camera.
I'm so nervous because I'm so used to being behind the cameras.
Yeah, act like you're behind the camera.
Yeah. So
how would you act when you're behind the camera?
Yeah.
You got the eye for everything. You say, I want to capture this shot. I got to do this.
Yeah, well, you got to make sure where you want to set. Make sure your setup is all right, and take it from there. Let the guys handle it.
You do the whiteout?
The whiteout? The white? No.
Did I say it right? No, I'm not using the right terminology, right? White balance?
White balance.
Yeah, white balance. That's your thing. I'm just listening. All right, so you're giving back to the community. Tell us how you're doing it.
Well, working with Brooklyn Workforce Innovations, as any platform that I can get that I can display the production assistant training program. So people that came from my background, they can go and apply themselves to bwinewyork.org.
Yeah.
And they could go and apply and get a 4-week training program. And now it's become more diverse because they added camera loading with the local 600 union.
I hear a lot of these people listening to you in the studio right here and at home.
Yeah.
They may want to get more involved. How do they do that?
They can go over and apply at bwinewyork.org. And so that's bwiny.org. Sorry. And there's camera loading, there's production assistance programs, there's Road to Success program. If anybody wants to become a truck driver, you can get your license there. You can get your regular license to become a cab driver and so forth. So
get
it's
that
a good
CDL,
program.
you can make a whole lot of money.
Exactly. It's a good program. It's based in Brooklyn.
So are you looking for people to help you with what you're doing?
Well,
or you already got that covered right now?
I'm always in search for anybody that's willing to reach out to me. They can reach out to me on Instagram, James Adams. And but you know, it's kind of hard to juggle work and community work at the same time. So whenever we go on hiatus, I do the community work. So they can reach me on Instagram, and we'll
Where
take
can
it
we
from
see a
there.
lot of your work?
On Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, there's a show called Dope. It aired December 22nd. It's a crime documentary. It was filmed on the perspective of drug dealers, drug users, and law enforcement.
All right.
To get an inside look on the war on drugs.
I gotta go in there and check it out. Can I go in now?
Yeah,
Show it?
you can. And I also want to say for the kids watching that, you know, like when you watch a show like Dope, please don't, you know, reenact it or glorify it. They should learn from it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, nothing comes good from committing a life of crime.
Yeah.
So
So you have to kind of monitor what your children are watching.
Yeah, they'll have to stay in school, stay out of trouble, stay positive. There's peace and respect, and prosperity is key.
Yeah. When I was doing my master's program, I had a professor, Professor Mealy at New York Institute of Technology. He was talking about the reflective projective theory. What's seen in the community is projected on TV or in the movies, and what's seen in the movies is reflected in society. Reflective projective theory.
Perception.
And I think he came up with that, and I remember that from, you know, and it's true. So much of that stuff is happening. It's just a revolving thing.
Right.
You know. So yeah.
I mean,
Be
yeah,
careful what
even me
you
as a
watch.
kid watching TV and watching my environment that I grew up on, I eventually became and graduated
affected
into
you.
that. It affected me a lot too.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm glad you're doing well now. Give him a big round of
Appreciate
applause,
it.
everybody. We love you.
thank you.
James Adams, producer. All right.
Appreciate it.
Now you're on this side of the camera. How does that feel? You gonna
It's
get a
good, it's
copy
good.
and check it out when you get home?
Of course,
All right.
show the kids.
James, thank you.
Thank you.
Take a quick break right here, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more next.